All right. Welcome everyone. A lot happened overnight, as you can see, but it's kind of what we expected. I mean, not exactly. I wasn't expecting it to happen so soon, but if you take a look at what happened here, let's pull up another chart for the S&P so I can show you what I'm talking about. But we had two giant SMTs, one here, one here, and then on the lower time frame, we had another SMT. And honestly, if I had to guess, they're probably sequential SMTs, but we're gonna check that in just 1 second. So here you can see S&P made a higher high, right? S&P made a higher high. Nasdaq makes a lower high. Same thing here. S&P makes a higher high. Nasdaq makes a lower high. And just for fun, let's look at the quarterly theory sheet. Okay. So you can see this SMT was sequential, right? It happens between this quarter and this quarter. And then on the low time frame, same thing. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. Hang on just a second. Let's figure this out. On the low time frame, we have this high and this high, right? And same thing, Wednesday 10 o'clock, Friday 6 o'clock. Okay, so this one is kind of a gray area because it's like you could consider that sequential. I don't know. What I'm trying to say is like, since that Friday was not part of the sheet, it's kind of like hard to tell if that one was sequential or not. Okay, so let's start out by checking news. First things first. Now, I really don't think there is news today, but we're gonna look at it anyway. Nothing today. How about the rest of this week? We got news all week. So this week could actually be the week that we go run the LOLR below. Very possibly. Boom. Okay. News this week. Boom. News today. There's nothing. It's actually so crazy. There's no news today. All the news comes out later this week. But yet, overnight, we just go crazy. It's so weird, but I mean, there's probably a good reason why. It's actually just crazy. Okay. So, let me look at my checklist. Okay. It says look for CRTs and SMTs, but I'm already aware of all of them. I know this is like a weekly one right now, a 2-week one. And we know that there's SMTs all the way up there, so. I guess let's check for bullish SMT. There could be one. Probably worth it to look. So we got a low, and then a lower low. 6 o'clock. A low. Oh, maybe we do have bullish S&T. Wait, someone look at this with me. Low, higher low, low. Shoot, we do got bullish S&T. That's crazy. So maybe in the short term we have to go up a little bit. That's crazy. I mean, you'll know it's a pretty nice rejection block here. This one. This rejection block. Right? Anyway, I think we're good on CRTs and SMTs. If you guys see any other ones, let me know. Normally I'm going to do that before I get on the stream, but yeah, I think we're good. But that's interesting, we had bullish SMT there. It's good to know. Definitely good to know, actually. But yeah, I think we're good on SMTs for now. And that's CRTs. So let's move on to setting up my chart on the other screen here. So let's get rid of everything here. Hang on a sec, it's gonna take a minute. Okay. Boom. Should we look longer for CRTs and SMTs? I'll give it like 2 more minutes. Let's go look for 2 more minutes. So I feel like I don't want to skip anything. Interesting. Not quite CRT, but we are moving back higher. I would not consider that CRT though. What I'm learning is if it's gonna be a good CRT, it's gonna have swept out the low, right? It's like the whole point of a CRT. So, yeah, I think, to be honest, I guess let's check for SMTs. I'm not seeing any CRTs. Yeah, we're almost done. And then we can set up the chart. Yeah, that's a pretty significant bullish SMT. I'm glad I checked for that because, yeah. It's pretty significant. So, I don't see any other SMTs. Let's go on the low time frame. Yeah, let's check the low time frame. This is why I have to follow all my rules and look at everything one step at a time and not skip SMTs. Okay. Alright, I think we're good. Because I really don't see anything else. So, let's set up the chart. No way, dude. Dodgy's using Ndog now? Bro. It's just almost fun. I'm trying to think of the word. The irony. The amount of irony. Bro. He's gonna use Event Horizons soon too, huh? It's probably coming next week. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I did not know that. Bro. Well, here's the thing. Like, I feel like we're still, like, as far as, like, knowing stuff about the market, I don't know. I feel like we're still kind of, like, a little bit ahead of Dodgy right now because he's not, I don't know, he's setting, like, his strategy, which is inverse for value gaps, pretty, like, I don't know, we know so much random crap, like, Dodgy doesn't use time levels, Dodgy doesn't use, what else, yeah, new day opening gaps, new week opening, Icy does now, event horizons, stat map, Dodgy doesn't use a stat map, it's like, I don't know. But that's crazy, though. That is really ironic. Okay, I'm going to set up this chart. Let's get rid of everything. So, this is the fun part. I just get to chill out and set up the chart here. So, yeah. Obviously, we have those two giant bearish S&Ts. I'm not even sure if it's worth marking them because I kind of just know they're there by default. So, I'm going to start out by marking out draws on liquidity. So, let's pull up session highs and lows. We've got Asia and London above. So maybe it's possibly going to be a New York reversal day. This is just the immediate first thought that comes to my mind is when you leave Asia and London above like this, a lot of the time that's what can happen. But Asia and then London above. And so what it depends on is usually if we hit a key level during New York. So let's go check if we hit a key level during New York. I'm gonna pull it up on my other screen and I'll just mention it. And we did hit this daily rejection block. So seems kind of significant. Yeah. So we got London, Asia above. PM, we got PM, but it's kind of far. I'm not going to mark it out. I'm just trying to keep my chart a little more clean now than I used to. Well, I mean, I'll clean it up eventually. We have previous week's low, which we did not take out. Obviously, we have low of the day here. We have high of the day. Previous week's high. Previous day's high. Oh, did we just take out? Okay, no. I was gonna say, did we just take out previous month's low? But no, no. Usually, after such a big move before New York, there'll be a lack of volume during New York. Yeah, that's typically what happens. But I'm not like, I just don't. I'm trying to think of the word. So much of the time I hear people say stuff and it just comes out not true. So I always get on the charts every single day and analyze and find out for myself. That's all I can do every day, because I've heard so many people say, like, oh, people are constantly saying stuff like, first it was first it was election price action. It's this week's gonna be bad, and then it was December price action. This week's gonna be bad, and then it was Christmas week's price action. This week is bad, and then it was 2025 price action. This week's gonna be bad, and I and like I just look at the chart every day. I just show up. I look at the chart. News, no news. I show up. I look at it. If it's bad price action, I don't trade. If it's good price action, then I will trade. That's literally as simple as it gets. So, yeah. Right now we're getting movement. So, yeah, December PA actually was kind of. So anyway, previous week's low. I guess we did take out previous week's low. You could mark out that. We took out. No, that's not. I don't know. There's definitely other draws on liquidity I could mark out, like low of the day, maybe. There's low of the day. Previous day's high, previous week's high are way too high. I mean, we swept out previous week's low. I guess maybe sweeping out previous week's low, but even that, it's not really a sweep. It's more like a crash. So I think I'm just gonna leave it at London and Asia right now. And actually, we should get out the 4-hour and daily candles. Actually, I'll probably get out. I'll probably mark out the low of the day. I probably will do that. $180. There we go. Yeah, we'll mark out low of the day, and we'll mark out the 4-hour lows as well. I think that's fair to just mark out both draws and liquidity to the upside and to the downside, so I'm not really being biased or anything. I'm just looking at what the market's giving me. So and then the 4-hour lows right here. Okay, so, alright, next up. I mean, even if we do have a reversal, the odds of the reversal happening where we just, like, come straight back up, I don't know. We'll see, though. We'll see. I'm going to keep doing more analysis and figure it out. Yeah, low of the day, 4-hour lows, London highs, Asia highs. Going to the main chart, I'm going to mark out more key levels. This is a really, really nice breaker block. Now, it's not validated yet, really, because we haven't closed below, but on the 12-hour it is. So I will mark it out. It's either right here, 12-hour breaker. Now we'll mark it out starting at the wick, just in case. So starting at the wick, the most sensitive area being from the wick to the body. So I'm going to mark out just the wick to the body of the 6-hour one. Or maybe the 4 hour. It's the 4-hour one. Yeah. Let's do that. So, boom. So it's interesting because, like, yeah, we have London Asia above, but I don't know if we're going to get through this breaker. Okay, back to the other screen. I marked out that 4-hour breaker. I don't know if we're going to get through that. I mean, this is overlapped with, I think it's overlapped with the fair value gap. I don't know, not super clear. So, if I was to take a trade today, most likely, well, I just would want to see some kind of model form. Either we form a model here at the 4-hour breaker, or we need to come down and sweep out these lows, and then, or sweep out this low and make a SMT and then target. It needs to either way form a model. I'm not going to trade it until it gets to be a model, and then once we get a model, then I'll consider whatever we got. That's so crazy. Dodgy using new day opening gaps and new week opening gaps. It's actually crazy. I'm gonna mark out, so this new week opening gap, it's chilling right in our breaker block, so I will mark this out. And yeah, we held this one at the daily rejection block. There's just too many new day opening gaps for me to really care about that. I just like this one new week opening gap right here. Time levels. Let's look at time levels. They're all the way up here. I don't know if we're gonna get all the way up there, honestly. I'll mark it out just in case. Asia, midnight, London. Move this 4-hour breaker over. What are you thinking so far, FA? One thing of note is we did have a giant bullish SMT with this low. It was very subtle, but it happened. So I just wanted to mark it. There was SMT here. I think. But I don't know. I think it might not take us up that far because I don't know. I really don't think we're getting through the breaker. If I'm being completely honest, market's just higher time frame is really bearish. I don't know if we're gonna get through this breaker. I honestly, what I'd prefer to see is probably SMT in the breaker and then going into 8 a.m. distribution down. But we'll see. I mean, Yeah, it'd be nice if we get like maybe this 2 hour candle. Yeah, this would be nice, right? If we get 2 hour CRT where we get a candle like this, and then the next candle does that. That'd be cool. Whoops. What just happened? Okay. Um. Yeah. I'm probably looking for a sell model to form is what I'm thinking. But we did push into this rejection block, so. Okay, what else do we look at now? There's more to look at. We went to. What is this? What time frame are we looking at? The monthly. I want to look at the day. Oh, that's useless. Oh my gosh. 12 hour. Okay. 12-hour distribution level, maybe. You could say that might be useful. I'm going to bring it over here. And then after I finish setting up the chart, I have to come to some kind of verdict on what I'm looking for the day in the ITF analysis. That's something new that I'm doing. We're hitting that 6-hour distribution. Okay, I don't like anything else, personally. I think stat map's not super helpful today because we're already so far down. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I just gotta get some, I gotta get socks on and crap. Okay, and then I'm gonna get chat pulled up on my phone so I can use the other screen. Okay, so yeah, right now. Okay, so now I can get rid of this. It's up here. And which screen can you see? This one? Okay. So definitely leaning bearish. I'm wanting us to continue lower. In the short term, I think we're gonna push up into this breaker. That's probably what I'm leaning towards. The session stat map opened up yet? We haven't even got session stat map to open up yet. Okay. So let's bring this back to my main screen. Yeah, honestly, I probably just want to see us come up into this 4-hour breaker and then form a sell model off of it. And then go target low of the day. Okay. So what I'm leaning towards is I don't see us getting really past this breaker block. I could be wrong, but I could be wrong. But this is just kind of what I'm thinking to start out is maybe with this breaker holds. You could also argue that that we hit that key level in New York and now we have to have a New York reversal day. You could argue both cases. I gotta just trust my own instinct. I'm gonna have to just trust myself here. I think, I don't know. I think this daily breaker will be helpful eventually, but not until the daily candle closes. Okay, I'm just trying to decide, like, because I could see both possibilities, right? Let's just keep marking stuff out on the chart. Yeah, I honestly kind of see this being. I'm not gonna say anything yet. I'm still looking. We swept out this low. Was this low significant? We swept out this previous day's low over here. Like, I am bearish, but with the SMT, maybe, and pushing into the rejection block, maybe we do get a move higher. Just looking. Okay, I'm gonna measure out this. This will probably be helpful. We just hit that -1. That's interesting. Okay, we left equal highs here. What happened to that breaker that I had laid out? Did I move it over? Oh. What the heck? I think even if I see us coming to sweep out this, even if we're gonna go lower, possibly. These equal highs are nice. So going down in time frame, do we get any like SMT down here on the lower time frame? Oh, I know what we should check. Let's check YM. Oh, yeah. Wait. Things are getting interesting. SMT with YM right here. Okay, I'm starting to think we're gonna go for these equal highs. We have this 5-minute breaker. We'll probably close above this, and then we'll go run the equal highs. Like, this is actually a pretty good trade, but I can't take a trade right now. I'd put stop loss below the fair value gap. Maybe even below the rejection block. Probably just shoot for 1.6 to 1. Yeah. But like, I literally can't take it because I have to wait until at least 7, and yeah. It also could be higher probability. So, but let's go back to the main screen. One thing to consider is the market might want to come back into premium of a higher time frame range just to back test it. So we'll measure that out. The most obvious range we have is this. And we are back in premium. Oh, that's on the S&P. Oh, we're pretty low on the NASDAQ. Probably not going to make it all the way back into premium of this, but we might make it back into premium of this. Premium of this would take us above London's highs. Are we going to get all the way above London? I don't know. What about, oh, I think we should measure it out from this to this. Yeah, this breaker is the most obvious thing in premium. I literally can't take a trade for 45 minutes if I even wanted to. But I probably would just rather wait for 10 a.m. because it's gonna be, if there's a high probability setup, it's probably gonna happen at 10 a.m. So let's go back to the other screen and just get on the low time frame. The 2 to 2.5 lines up above these equal highs. This is where I think we're drawing to in the short term. We pushed into this daily rejection block. We got bullish SMT. We swept out previous day's low, or a previous day's low, I should say. And I'm gonna get rid of low of the day and the 4-hour lows for now, because eventually we'll come back and I'll put it back on the chart. But for now, market seems to want these equal highs. At least that's what it seems like to me. So, I mean, this is just a clear consolidation. If the market's going to go lower, it's probably going to want to take out these guys. Now, I'm going to get rid of, wait, I don't want that. I want to get rid of everything but the 4-hour candle. I only care about, actually, the 2-hour one maybe. Because we could end up getting a 2-hour CRT. Let's go back to the main screen. Yeah, this very well could end up being a 2-hour CRT. If it's a 4-hour CRT, it might only be a 2-candle CRT. Like something like this. CRT high, CRT low. Wait, wasn't it just saying that we were going to go to the equal highs? Bro, I'm literally contradicting myself. I guess what I'm trying to say is maybe it could be a 4-hour CRT then. Like maybe we get to move lower, but it happens in PM. Okay, I don't know. Let's go back to the screen. Yeah, like I said, I think we're going to draw up to these equal highs. This would be a cool trade to take. Honestly, but maybe I'd prefer to, I don't know. It's like a cool trade, but also not. I don't know how to explain it. It's like like this is a giant momentum candle towards the easy equal highs. It'd probably be worth taking, but I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. Here's what I think would be a good trade actually. This actually would be pretty fire. We got clear breaker block here, clear for value gap. And we've outlined a pretty clear higher time frame model. So we got a sweep. This swept out. This had thanks to liquidity wick. We've outlined a higher time frame model. Outline the target. These equal highs. Measuring this out. I do think the equal highs are the draw on liquidity, but I could be wrong. But that's kind of what it seems like to me. So like I said, once we closed above this 5 minute, I think we're going to expand up to these equal highs. I mean, the obvious liquidity sweep was this low here. Personally, I'm going to probably wait till 8 a.m. as usual. I mean, 10 a.m. as usual to take a trade. No reason to take a trade before that. So right now, it's just kind of like fun time. It's just we just hang out and watch the market. There's no reason to take a trade before the highest probability time of the day. So, yeah, but I do think it'll be valuable to watch how the market responds to this, how it closes above. I mean, we are within that breaker, right? Yeah, we're about to tap into it. So maybe we tap into it and then we go lower. We're also at a 12-hour stat map. Let's look for more SMTs, maybe. We got a low here, a higher low, low, and a higher low. Okay, we do have SMT here. Yeah, we got bullish SMT. We got bullish SMT, low, lower low, low, higher low on the S&P. Let's get rid of this one. I don't really care about that one anymore. Let's move this over, try and make this a little more clean. And yeah, we know we swept out a low. Previous day's low is a little bit more clear of the low that we it's not actually previous day's low, but it's a previous day's low. All right, so yeah, I'm liking this model possibly with the SMT now. We got another SMT here that was with that high from all the way across the world. Yeah. I'm extremely bearish on the higher time frame, but if I was to take shorts, I'd want to wait for change state delivery back lower. And I mean that is completely fair game. I might consider doing that. I'm just watching the market right now, and right now to me it seems like we're drawing to the equal highs, and that could change. Hi.
How's it going?
Good. Did you see what happened in the stock market?
Yeah, it's crashing.
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh yeah, big time. You probably even heard about it.
Yeah.
So, let me show you the screen here. So this is the chart of what happened last night. It's
This in Asia.
this was it happened overnight. So
Yeah.
it was Asia and yeah. Anyway, check this out. So look at this in my journal. I talked about earlier. I said we had two different SMTs and we had all of these overnight gaps. And I said, this is suspicious. Like, I really think at some point we'll go fill those. Because, especially with these SMTs, I said that's really suspicious that we had all that happen. And then, let's just say that it's exactly what happened. Right?
Yeah.
We got the SMTs, we had those overnight gaps below, and then we went right to them.
What did it go down to? Where did this level right here? What is that?
This?
Yeah.
That's not anything in specific.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
So where is it drawn to right now?
right now, I think this is confirmation. At least to me, this is a good confirmation that with this much momentum, I mean, I could change. It could change if we start moving up a little bit higher. But if we can get this daily's change of state delivery, so if we can close below this daily candle here, to me, this confirmation that we're gonna go run this LRLR. I mean, I could be wrong, but with the SMTs, and then we got another low time frame one right here. I think we'll run. I think it's about time we go run this LRLR if we do get this daily change of state delivery. But
Okay.
right now, we're reacting off of this rejection block. So this bullish rejection block. And if you go on the lower time frame, you can see the market is expanding off of it, and we have equal highs above right here. So that seems like the draw on liquidity in the short term. We also swept out a previous day's low from last week over here. So it seems like we're drawing up to these equal highs. And right now I'm just being patient and probably going to wait till 10 a.m., which is the highest probability.
Yeah. There you go. Sounds
Okay.
good. Good
All right.
patience. Good
Yep.
job.
All right. So yeah, you guys got the whole gist of it as well. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's basically what I'm thinking right now. On the higher time frame, it's very possible we continue to expand, especially if we get that daily change state delivery. But right now, market's going up to the equal highs, so we're just gonna have to see what happens. So like I said, let's go back to the other screen here. Like I said, if we closed above that 5-minute breaker, we're probably gonna expand to those equal highs. And so you can see that we closed above this 5-minute breaker, and now we are probably gonna go expand to those equal highs. And like I said, that's a trade you possibly could have taken. I am not taking any trades until 10 a.m. But yeah, maybe you take this, maybe you don't, because I mean, you probably get better RR if you waited for some kind of breaker like this. probably be more worth your money to go wait for like, let's say if we did retrace into this would be a lot better RR. So I'm not taking that, but I am noting that, like, because we closed above that breaker, it's not anything high probability or anything. I'm just saying because we closed above the breaker, order flow is continuing up to these equal highs. It's higher time frame institutional order flow, at least on the 5-minute. We're heading up to the equal highs. That's kind of what that close above that old breaker block means to me. So, yeah, there's not much to do right now. I guess we can go. We can look at more stuff. Like, there's other things we can look at. And I'm pretty sure I'm not even done with everything I'm supposed to do. I have to come to a conclusion with intermediate time frame. So let's do that real quick. All right. Yep, looks like we are headed down. And I did say no to a trade, even though I'm not supposed to trade right now. I said no to a trade, so I will give myself bonus points for saying no to that trade. We left more equal highs. Man, I think we should at least go run the highs of this consolidation. Honestly. I think shooting for 1-to-1 off this breaker block is a very reasonable trade, if I'm being completely honest. But I literally can't take any trades right now, so. have equal highs, right? Yeah, we have equal highs. Yeah, I think something like this will probably work. Oh, you can't see my screen. We got SMT here. There's a breaker, a 5-minute breaker, 5-minute for value gap, equal highs. But unfortunately, I can't take a trade right now. I'm just being disciplined. That's literally my rules. I want at least an hour and 20 minutes of being on the charts. And I have not been on the charts an hour and 20 minutes. Been on the charts an hour maybe. So this is what it is. That's just part of being a disciplined trader, and I'm really working on that for myself. I will never be where I want to be without discipline. So what if this trade works out? I'm not, in the long run, I'm going to fail because I won't have discipline. So I don't care. It's more than just a short-term trade. It's a long-term mindset that's going to get me where I want to be. If I don't have discipline, one tilt is all it takes to lose all your progress in trading forever. Like, you can't be a trader if you don't have discipline. So starting at, I guess starting at 650. If we get to, 850, we could get the 850 macro. I guess I could take a trade then. Like, if in 13 minutes we still haven't pushed down into this, then maybe. But if I'm taking this trade, like, let's say whatever it's called. So like starting at 8, yeah, since I got on the charts at like around 5:30, 7:30 Eastern, 8:50, well, it'll have been an hour and 20 minutes. So, if we do get a trade off of this going into the macro, then yeah, I could take it. So I'll get out Tradeovate, but I'm really, really going to try not to take a trade until 10 a.m. But this isn't bad. We have equal highs above, and then we have more equal highs. Oh, you know what I'm just remembering? I have to... Oh. Guys, I need to do something real quick. I forgot about. I have to... Since I passed another account, I have to sign it and stuff. This is just gonna take a second. I need to go sign the thing for the account. still trying to get this set up. What I'm trying to do is, since I passed another eval, I'm signing it and paying for it right now. That's what I'm doing. Signatures. Let's go. Okay. Oh, I need to sign it. Okay. Boom. Okay. So I'm like part of the way there. So I just signed the what's it called? The one account. So now I'm trying to pay for it. I think this is a pretty decent trade if we come down here around the macro time and then maybe get a low time frame CISD off of the breaker and for value gap. Because once again, we're within this higher time frame short term model towards these equal highs. And I mean, higher time frame is relative because it's like only like a 4-hour model, but like I still think it's a decent probability trade. So all right, so got that figured out. So now I'm gonna get Trade of 8 pulled up, and yeah, as well. I mean, we're getting somewhat of an AMD type of thing where looks kind of like AMD, where maybe we'll get A, M, and then D. So what I'd maybe be more interested in is like if we get an inversion up to the upside off of it, that would be really nice. So I'm gonna log into Tradeovate. But it needs to be light bulb if I'm gonna take it. Okay, here we go. Tradeovate, let's go. I need to manage the group. Okay, we're good. I took it out. Okay. Forgot it. I gotta keep chat up on my phone right now. Okay. Mm-hmm. I think the 3-minute breaker looks the best. We're gonna mark this out in this. This seems the most precise. This should be the most sensitive area. Let's check to see if this was a sequential SMT. Okay. SMT occurred with this. And this. Yeah, it was sequential SMT. Remember we closed above this 5-minute breaker. So order flow is currently bullish, right? So I honestly do really want to see this become AMD. I would like that a lot. Okay, so it is 850. So if we get this trade, I'll take it depending on the momentum we get and how light bulb it is. So I'm really looking for us to come down into this 2-minute imbalance here. I mean, if I measure this out from premium to discount, from the low to the high, of maybe this, we'll retrace in the discount and then probably go up to premium. So let's pull up MNQ. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. This inversion, dude. Oh my gosh. Why is that such a nice inversion? That's like crazy. This was good. This was light bulb right here. I hope we get another one like this. Can you guys see my screen? Man, this was a good inversion. Unfortunate. I wish I was on the charts earlier. So, yeah. If we get this, I'll probably just take it. If we get this, I'll probably just take it as an inversion off of it and just shoot for 1-to-1, or and then I'll probably, or maybe I'll move my stop up and shoot for more, but it would be with moving my stop up to where my TP would have been. So it's essentially gonna be 1-to-1. With possibility of leaving runners if it just kept going, is what I'm trying to say. I just want to see us sweep out these lows and inverse the upside, and then ride this to the equal highs here. Maybe leave a runner to the other equal highs, but probably just a runner. This is the boring part of trading. It's so boring. Does anyone want to hop on a Discord call? Anyone that's watching, does anyone want to hop on a Discord call? I'm gonna fall asleep. So realistically, so I have 12 accounts. Realistically, it's probably just gonna be like 2 micros. Um, might just shoot for 1-to-1 here. If we get anything, probably just shoot for 1-to-1. Maybe 1.5. I don't know though. Like, I kind of just want to make money. You feel me? I'm not trying to go for anything crazy. I just want to actually make money. Like, genuinely, I'm just getting tired because I'm just staring at nothing. Hey, we got a new week opening gap down here. Hey, we hit the equal highs. I thought for sure we were going to manipulate down and then up. But, okay. Yeah, this is the hardest part about trading, is not falling asleep. Because it's, like, so boring. And, oh, we're getting an inversion back to the downside. You could take this, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to take it. And it would have been better if we inversed it in 3 candles. So, yeah, no. No, I'm not taking it. Like I said a long time ago, this 5-minute close above this old breaker block is confirmation to me that we're probably going to drop these equal highs. I am just looking for a lower time frame entry that's high probability. So we're getting possibly getting, yeah, we're getting bullish SMT here. So we're getting SMT here. It's possible that we don't need to go retest this. If the market's bullish enough, it could just keep going straight up, and that might be what it does. I'm not gonna do anything if that's the case. I'm just gonna do nothing, and we'll see. We did get SMT here, but like I would prefer us to come down and come into this area, and then I would like to see an inversion back up. That's what I'd prefer, and we might get it. We might get it, cause this is, yeah, we got decent liquidity here. You know what's probably gonna work on the 15-second? Like I almost guarantee you this is gonna work. Is this 30-second breaker and for value gap? I almost guarantee you this is gonna work. I'm like, for some reason I'm like the king of micro scalps, but I can just tell when a micro scalp's gonna work, and this is probably gonna work. We're gonna retest this breaker for value gap, and then boom. But yeah, like all these lows are just super low resistance. So the breaker's right here, the fair value gap's right here, and we swept out this high. So this is probably gonna work, but I'm not taking it. Hey, I said no to another trade, kinda. I think this will work though. Okay, so we would have just got filled, and targeting the end of this. This would be a 2-1 if this hits. I'm pretty sure this is gonna work. But I've been wrong before. I was wrong last week, the entire week. Dude, maybe I should genuinely just start micro scalping, because I don't know, it just makes more sense to me. Like on the lower time frame, you can almost just like feel people's emotions in live time. Like I know anyone that bought in here is gonna panic sell for a loss at these lows. Psychologically, it makes a lot more sense to me. But I don't know. Interesting. So maybe that SMT is protecting these lows. That's probably what's going on. Because we did just inverse this to the upside. Yeah. See, that's why I didn't take it. I said no. I said no to a trade. Okay. So I get bonus points for that. For saying no to a trade. Hey, we're delivering down. But we did go above the breaker block, so I don't know. It's just weird stuff's going on right now. See, I get 2 points if I say no to a trade, right? I'm so tired. It's because I didn't get an energy drink this morning. Yeah. what's right. +2. I think it's +2. I'm just gonna write down +2 because I think it's +2. Okay, back to what I was doing. And also, this would be breaking my rules because this isn't a consolidation, really obviously. So I'd not take that. I'm so freaking tired. I should have got an energy drink. Yeah, this is very obviously a consolidation. I think when we take out, if we can take out the lows of it and then inverse back to the upside, it'd be pretty good. Oh man. Like I want to be energetic and like say like, guys, this is what's going on right now. This is the what we're looking for. I'm so tired. Like I don't have the energy. I want to be like energetic. I want to say like, hey guys, this is what's going on. This is what we got to do. But no, I'm so tired. And so if we get a trade, I'd probably just shoot for 1-1. So we are getting this move lower down, possibly into this breaker for value gap. We left these highs here. These should be low resistance when we come back to them. So this is where I would take profit personally. I want to see us specifically. I want to see us go into this 2-minute for value gap. This is the best area I would say for us to come down into is specifically this 2-minute for value gap. And then yeah, I want to see us inverse out of this. And then I would just target the LRLR. So I'm going to get ready in case we get it. I'll probably hold a runner or something. I don't know. Unfortunately, the macro is ending, but I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. So 12 times 2 is 24. Here's those up close candles. Here's the fair value gap. This is going to be a high probability spot that the market's going to go down to. This fair value gap right here. This breaker. And this fair value gap. Man, look how perfectly they overlap with each other here on the 2 minute. Donald, what's up, dude? How are you? So right now, I see this as a buy model. Even though we had this crazy dump in the short term, we have equal highs above, and we had SMT here. We pushed in, we swept out previous day's low. We got an SMT. So what I'm looking for is these equal highs to get taken out, and then eventually I want to see us come back down and continue lower, because higher time frame is extremely bearish. We got those SMTs, so we'll just have to see. But right now, I possibly see this as a accumulation, and then maybe manipulation in here, and then distribution to the upside. So what I'm looking for is I want to see us push into this breaker for value gap, and then get an inversion off of it, and then that's what I'm gonna. That's probably the trade that's the trade I would take if we were to get something like that. But I would really want to see us deliver from this breaker and for value gap. And then I would just target these highs, and then maybe leave runners, but realistically, I'm just trying to make money. So yeah, we're getting movement down. We might get inversion on like the 2 minute or the 3 minute. Both would be pretty sweet. I think this would be a very high quality trade. Now, even better would be if we got S&T. So maybe S&P takes this low, NASDAQ doesn't. That's one way we get an S&T. So if that happened, that would be so cool. To be determined. And then remember, we had S&T with this low here. So now we're retesting this breaker right here. This could bring us down to go into this breaker. So this could take us down here, but we'll see. To be determined. So this seems like a little bit of a fake out pump in the short term before accumulating more stop orders at this breaker for value gap. Can you see my screen? Yeah. I'm curious if we have any Q levels here. Oh, and we got an event horizon here as well. That's fire. Event horizon. Okay, will we get a lower low on the S&P? To be determined. I could buy at the breaker for value gap. I'd rather wait for inversion off of it, probably, but another opportunity is maybe we don't get an inversion, but this down close candle becomes a breaker, and on the closure above this breaker, then I would enter long. That's another possibility. But I really do want to see this become an SMT. I want to see this low get taken on the S&P and not the NASDAQ. That would be pretty nice. Man, I'm tired. It's not good. So I'm just trying to figure out what time frame would we possibly get it on.
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Right now we're going into market open, and we have this higher time frame model I've framed. So we got SMT with a low over here. Previous day's low previous day's low got swept. We pushed into this. We got these equal highs above with this consolidation, and right now I see this possibly as low time frame AMD, where you have a 2 minute breaker block and for VI gap overlapping, and essentially what I'm doing is I see this as A, M, D, up to highs of the consolidation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, patience. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, kind of seems like it's almost doing another type of consolidation right here, preparing for like a final move, surge down, maybe on market open. Like, anyone who's longing right now is gonna get wrecked because this is where the market wants to go right here. So like people are like, oh, let's go long, and then boom, manipulation down, and then inversion. That's kind of. Oh, did I take any trades? No, I haven't taken anything. Right now, I'm just watching and waiting. That's all I can do. I want us to come down into this breaker. Now, you could possibly enter right at that breaker, but I'm going to probably wait for an inversion off of the breaker, and I will target these highs of the accumulation. I will just target essentially like see this was the majority of where people like this was the range where people bought, so inversion back up to those highs I think is a pretty reasonable trade. I mean, you always want to take a look at the candle bodies. Like, the candle bodies tell you everything. The candle bodies, this is where the majority of traders that entered during this time, this is where they got a position, was in here. So the market's going to want to go up and take out that consolidation. Same thing here. That's how consolidations work. Think about it. If you're a trader in here, you bought and sold this range, the market's going to come back and try and seek to stop you out. So if it comes down, anyone that was short in here, when it comes back up, is going to get stopped out. There we go. We might get a final move down here soon. We'll see. We're going to take out this low on the S&P and get our SMT that we're looking for. Market is going to open and... okay, we got 5 minutes till market open. This is exactly what we wanted. Hopefully S&P takes out this low. Then we'll get SMT here. That would be really nice. Yeah, maybe we'll just get an inversion back to the upside on market open. That'd be fire. Okay, get ready. I mean, what I'm trying to say is I'm gonna get ready. That's what I'm trying to say. We're hitting this breaker for value gap. I could just enter there, but I'm gonna be extra careful. So what will this be? Possibly a 2-minute inversion, maybe? Maybe a 3-minute, maybe a 1-minute. Could be a 5-minute. Who knows what it's gonna end up being, like what time frame, but I think we could get an inversion here. Delivering from this breaker for value gap. So I want to see this become an inversion. Either like a 1-minute, 2-minute, 3-minute, or 5-minute inversion. Now you could just enter right at this breaker. That's just not what I want to do. I'd rather just wait for an inversion. But there's not an obvious inversion, which is kind of annoying. So I might have to enter on like the 3-minute CISD, which is fine. But I feel like we should get an inversion. Like, realistically, we should. Is there a 5-minute breaker block? Not really. It's like a tiny one. There's a 5-minute tiny one, but no inversion, which is kind of annoying. And then we won't have a 5-minute CISD, which is also annoying. And I don't like we haven't actually pushed into this yet. It's nothing light bulb, let's just not do anything. Let's not do anything. Alright, we might get something now. Let's see. Market's opening. Okay. Okay. Are we gonna go run the liquidity now? Are you serious? Well, not sure what I'm supposed to do about that, but that's exactly what we said was gonna happen. AMD, right? I said that was gonna happen. There wasn't really an entry. Like, there really was not an entry at all. That sucks. But that is what I said was gonna happen. And I was gonna say, like, on the close above this, you could probably enter targeting the equal highs. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go crazy. I hate being always right and never being able to capitalize on it. Bro, did I call that or what? But I didn't. Okay, okay. I can't get. Nah, genuinely, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Because here's the issue. Typically, you would at least get like a 2 minute CISD. You could enter on the close above, but look at the 2 minute candle. Look where we close above. We close all the way up here. Like, you could have entered on the 30-second one, but I don't know. Whatever, bro. I'm stepping away from the charts. Once again, predicted everything. Predicted everything that was gonna happen, but nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. I mean, I could have taken this 1 minute close above this series of up close candles. That was actually a good trade up to the equal highs. But I just rather just not have to make that decision in a split second. But I could have taken that. The 1 minute close above this breaker block here. Alright. Okay. That just it is what it is. I predicted everything though, but I did not get a trade. Like, oh well. That sucks. I'm gonna take a break. Yeah, like I said, like in general, I like I don't have a good draw on liquidity anymore. I like nothing else is worth it to me. That was the whole model that I framed. I framed the higher time frame model and I framed the lower time frame model to go up to these equal highs. That was the whole entire model I framed. So I I'm just gonna honestly I'm considering just like, well, I guess we still have relatively equal highs that we'll probably come back to. But like we already ran this consolidation. We took out all the liquidity there. There's not there's not really a ton more liquidity here because think about it. Everyone that was in this range got stopped out just now. So yeah, I think there's not much else you can do besides just say, okay. All right, I'm gonna go. Since I've been so tired, I'm gonna go get myself a drink and then, yeah, I don't know when I'll be back, but maybe we'll get something going into 10 a.m. I don't know. We'll see. But today might end up being a no trades day for me, and yeah, there's not much else to say other than the draw and liquidity that I wanted to get hit got hit, and I'm not. I don't know. I'm not wanting to force anything, so. All right. I don't know if there's anyone watching right now, but that was pretty cool, but also annoying because I predicted, or I should say we predicted, that whole model, right? Where we said this is a consolidation. This is where people bought and sold, right? See these candle bodies? That is a lot of liquidity that's going to be targeted. And these were also equal highs. And the market wanted to come back there. And boom. You can see that it went right back there. And we also had SMT with a low from all the way over here. So a previous day's low. Then we noted how this was a... Actually, the thing about this breaker is you need to... I'm trying to think of the right word. The breaker, the most sensitive part of the breaker is from the high. Actually, it's the highest up close candle, but even more sensitive is the candle body, or you can also include the wick sometimes, just depending on the situation. In this case, the actual body was pretty good. So, but yeah, measure it from like essentially the wick to the body is like usually awesome. And then here you can see we had this 3-minute for value gap overlapping with it, and boom, the rest was history. So this overlapping area was awesome. I'm trying to figure out, like, sure, I could have just YOLO'd at the breaker for value gap and put stop loss below the breaker, and that would have been a fine trade. But I mean, typically it's fine to just wait for a lower time frame confirmation. That's all I wanted. All I wanted was a 3-minute close above this breaker. But what did we get? We got instantaneous pump all the way to the equal highs. So this is something I'm gonna need to journal. Maybe in the future I just enter off of this momentum candle, right? Because once this closes, I'm like, okay, pretty clearly now we're going to expand. I think on one hand, like, let's measure this out. Like, obviously, I want to be perfect and I want to catch every move, but the reality is, like, it's gonna be hard for me to catch everything. I mean, I tried my best. I mapped out the model. We did not get a 3-minute close above this breaker. We just instantaneously ran all the way up. But in the future, like, I'll come back, I'll journal this, and I'll note that probably in the future, if I ever see this happen going into market open, we get a close above like this, I will probably just enter on that close above. Now, that being said, with market open, so much can happen, so I don't think it was terrible not to do anything. I think it was fine. I think, yeah, obviously I would have preferred to have taken this trade, but yeah, I was just being safe. And did we end up getting SMT there? We actually didn't even end up getting SMT, which is another reason to have played it safe. I don't think playing it safe was a bad idea, but yeah, in the future, I'll journal it. I'll figure it out whether or not I could have been smarter about that trade, or if there was a way to enter, we'll figure it out in the journaling session that I'll do later today. But all in all, still pretty cool that we outlined this entire model. As far as right now goes, okay, so let's talk about it. What's going on right now? So right now, we've hit this consolidation. We are at that 2 to 2.5 standard deviation of where we manipulated right here. So if I measure this manipulation out from the high down to the final low that swept out previous day's low, you can see the 2 to 2.5 is resting right above this consolidation, and that is where the market has gone to. So this was essentially the target, and you can see that this was hit. I am not for sure confident we have to go to London. We might, but it's just something I'm gonna have to do more analysis on. So I guess let's just start doing it. Now, going back to my main screen, yeah, I mean, the issue with going to London is we have to get through this breaker, and this is a pretty big breaker block. It's just like this entire series of down close candles on the 2 hour is just huge, right? So I don't like, as much as I want to be like, oh, we should go to London, like we might not, right? Because we have to get through this. In the short term, will we? I don't know. I don't know. We might, but we'll just have to see. We got, yeah, so this is a 2 hour breaker block overlapping with a fair value gap. And so we just have to see how we respond to this. It's possible we end up going to London, but it's also possible that we get rejected here. Then again, this looks pretty strong. Like, this momentum looks pretty good right now. So we'll just have to see. If we are going to go to London, yeah, it's tricky. Because the 4 to 4.5 is above Asia. But, like, in all honesty, the equal highs were such a good draw on liquidity. Like, it's hard now that we don't have anything else. We are getting a 1 minute inversion, actually, right now. Yeah, this might work. I don't know what else to say other than it might work. But I'm not taking it. We got too much liquidity below. I'd prefer to take an inversion back to the downside from this area. Just so much liquidity below. I mean, look, the majority of people that traded in this area, where did they trade? They all traded within here. Look at the candle bodies. That tells you where the majority of traders traded. So if we get inversion up here, maybe I'll target the lows in here. We are at this 2 to 2.5 standard deviation. We're just not within a higher time frame model anymore, and I don't like that. I really don't like that. I don't want to just play a move because I'm upset that I missed a move. So good chance I just don't take a trade today, and that is what it is, I guess. Yeah, there's not much I can do besides just say it is what it is. We do have now. This is a 15-minute breaker. Now this is validated as a 15-minute breaker on this side of the curve. So if we are going to deliver up towards London, then I would expect this to be a short-term buy model in here. So let's get rid of all this stuff. We don't need it anymore. I'm not quite sure we have to. I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do, honestly. This 2 hour closed with good momentum. I will say that. We inverse this hourly gap. So, okay. It honestly does kind of seem like we're delivering to London and Asia, if I'm being honest. Because, yeah, just really good momentum up towards there. We have this new week opening gap. So I bet this new week opening gap will probably come down, and this will be retested as support towards London and Asia, if I had to guess. So I think targeting London's highs, definitely a possibility. Definitely a possibility. We also have like these relatively equal highs. We're still within this buy model. Let's check stat map. Oh, session stat map. Yeah, look at this. As well, we went to the session manipulation level and we went right to the session distribution level. Like that was like to the T. Like this is I wish I saw this as a confluence. I always forget to check it because I can't check it until 8:30. So I always forget to check it, but the session stat map is usually on point. Yeah, not sure what all to say about the 4-hour one. The daily one. Daily one should be all the way up here. I don't think the daily one will be that useful. Yeah, daily one's way high, so it's not that useful. Hourly one maybe. I really don't know what else to look at. Hourly distribution level is down here. Let's check the 2-hour. Yeah, I'm not loving anything in specific right now. I think the only thing that would be okay is push down into this and we get an inversion back to the upside. So like something like A, something like A, M. Okay, if we get something like this, then I'll probably take it to London highs. It's within the model, even though I just don't think we're gonna inverse this whole entire gap until we go up to London highs. Probably, I'd be surprised. So yeah. When did this even happen? This was right at market open, huh? Okay. Like once again, you could just buy at the new week opening gap. I prefer to see an inversion off of it. Like I'd rather see that, and I get that you sometimes don't get it, but it's just safer. It's just safer. So let's switch back to this screen. Oh, I'm gonna get chat on my phone. Guys, I got 2 subscribers. Thanks for subscribing. Whoever subscribed, I appreciate it. seems okay if we get something along these lines. Okay, so I got chat on my phone. Yeah, we got good generated liquidity building up here. I'm gonna prepare to possibly take a trade. I think that this new week opening gap, if we deliver from it, this could be really a really strong area. Maybe if we get an inversion targeting this LRLR, it'll be really nice. I probably want to see it on like the 1 minute or the 2 minute. So here we go. Targeting the LRLR highs here. It's probably just 2. I'll probably just do 2. I want to see us tap the new week opening gap though. I really do. $10.20 to $10.40 macro possibly. Alright, looks like we might be tapping into it. So probably just do 2 times 12, so 24. Okay. I mean, 5-minute structure still bullish. I mean 5-minute delivery. Only thing that's bearish is 3-minute delivery right now. So we might need to wait for like a 5-minute inversion. It's possible. Or maybe the market wants to come all the way down here, but I think it wants to sweep out these candle bodies over here. Yeah, looks like it's going to sweep out the bodies. So there we go. So we'll just have to see if this new week opening gap does support price or not. It might. Three-minute CRT possibly. This is tough. Like I think we go to liver up, but like I don't know. It kind of this aggressive move lower. That's something I don't love about it. if I'm not loving it, I'm not gonna take it. I'm just saying, like, we're probably gonna deliver from this new week opening gap to the relatively equal highs. Okay, so maybe this 3-minute inversion, this could be pretty good. Oh, yeah. Depending on how much momentum and if it looks good or not, I might take this, but it needs to really convince me. If I'm being completely honest, it needs to convince me. Yeah, that's all I have to say is it needs to convince me. I want to be convinced. This might become a thanks for liquidity wick. That'd be pretty cool if it did. One minute 30 seconds. I mean, it's possible we need to sweep this again. That's the issue, is like you always think this is the low, and then like what if we come back and we have to go to this fair value gap down here and then we inverse it? You know what I mean? Like that's always the issue. This is the biggest issue. I don't know. I don't want to take a loss. If I'm not convinced, I'm not. Decent chance it works though. Okay, it looks good. I probably will take it. It's worth taking. It's worth taking. Yeah, this will be worth taking if we get it. Might want to just enter on the BPR, because the RR is like kind of yucky.
Order filled.
Okay, stops at break even now. I'm going for those relatively equal highs over there. All right, bet.
Order filled.
That's a 1-to-1 right there. Boom. Okay. One-to-one hit. Pretty simple, but simple is how you make money. So, yeah, let's just make sure no open positions, no open orders, and then I will get off. Okay. No open positions, no open orders. No open positions, no open orders. And I need to stop beating myself up when I lose, because, like, genuinely, losses are a part of trading, and I can't beat myself up about it, you know? It is what it is. If I lose a trade, it's fine. No open positions. Alright, we should be good. Let me just double check the PAs. Just, okay. Because I have OCD. Okay. Alright. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.